Now, our series Protecting the Planet looks at how Super Bowl 58 could make history by going green. We're not talking about the field. According to the host, Sunday's game at Allegiant Stadium will be the first Super Bowl powered entirely by renewable energy. Senior national and environmental correspondent Ben Tracy tracked down the source of all that energy in a desolate patch of Nevada desert.
How big is this solar farm? How many panels do you have out here?
Yes, we've got 621,000 panels that make up this array.
This solar farm outside of Las Vegas may look like a shimmering mirage, but its starting lineup is more powerful than any in the NFL.
This solar field right here would be big enough to serve close to 60,000 of our residential customers.
Or a couple homes in one big stadium.
In one big stadium.
That stadium is Allegiant Field, home to Super Bowl 58. The Raiders say it's the first NFL stadium powered by 100% renewable energy, thanks to a 25-year agreement to buy power from this new solar installation owned by NV Energy. Doug Cannon is its CEO.
How much energy does it take to power Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah, so it'll be over 10 megawatts. That's about equivalent to 46,000 homes.
Sustainability was front of mind as the stadium was being constructed.
Raiders president Sandra Douglas Morgan says the stadium roof is made of a sustainable plastic material that allows in about 10% of daylight but blocks all solar heat, so it takes less energy to cool the building. The grass field is moved outdoors on a rail system to get natural sunlight rather than using energy-intensive growing lights. And everything from grass clippings to food scraps and cigarette butts are composted or converted into other forms of energy.
When you come to a game, you may be thinking about just focusing on the game, but when they hear that and know that we're being conscious of our environmental footprint, hopefully that guest will leave and have that same mindset when they go back home.
This is our main electrical entry room for the stadium.
The stadium got a pre-Super Bowl visit from U.S. Secretary of Energy Jennifer Granholm,
All renewable energy comes here.
who was shown where that power from the solar field enters the building.
People sometimes get nervous about renewable power because they're not sure if it's going to be reliable. The fact that renewable power can power a facility like this should speak volumes about what can happen in other communities.
Yeah, because you can't risk the lights going out during the Super Bowl.
Are you kidding? There'd be so many angry people.
These white boxes at the solar farm house massive batteries that store renewable energy. So when the sun isn't shining, they still have 5 hours of power. Energy storage like this will eventually power much of the U.S. grid as wind and solar power replace fossil fuels and their planet-warming emissions.
How crucial is being able to store renewable energy to use it when you want it?
Yeah, we call that dispatchable power. And that storage component, which a lot of people don't realize, is a huge piece of how we're going to get to 100% clean electricity by 2035, which is the president's goal nationally.
Of course, most of us don't have to worry about powering a Super Bowl halftime show.
It's one thing to power a Super Bowl, but do you have enough power for Usher?
Absolutely, we have enough power for Usher and all of his lights and all the fanfare that'll be there.
The short answer would just be yeah.
And while the moves on the stage and field will be memorable, this Super Bowl will also make history for its superpower.
If you're going to have the Super Bowl in the middle of the desert, you might as well use the sun.
Let's utilize the resources that we've got to make it a sustainable Super Bowl as well.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Ben Tracy in Las Vegas.
I'm sure he'll be bringing the energy, Usher. But 100%.
Usher doesn't need the sun.
But
Usher is the sun.
He is
There
the
you
sun.
go.
He is. I need to go back to school because I'll tell you what I don't understand. Electric light. I have no idea how it works.
Well, when he said
What is happening?
100% clean electricity by 2035, I'm like, wow, that's really not that far away.
I'm here for it.
I am too.